gonna piss about nothing but the time. Flip, Bama, flip.
Give me Alabama to break
If somebody takes what's yours, and this is our game, it's our time, and here's the guy's trying to take it from us, so that makes this shit personal.
So let's make it personal, guys. We in here tonight. I'm JT, your host right here of Talk'N Bama. We on Sunday night. We got my man Domo with us, and right below us tonight, we got a special guest with us, Domo.
Yeah,
we got a special guest on the channel. Okay,
come on, man. Come on.
We have royalty here, and Kat's joining us as well. So is Miss Latoya in the comments. Roll Tide, guys. Roll Tide.
Evening, everybody.
Who do we have with us, Domo, tonight? Who do we have?
Man, listen, y'all don't even know the check that we had to cut to get this man on air tonight. Okay, we had to jump through some hoops to get this man, but hey, Rodg, how you doing, brother? What's up?
Man, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all for having me. Regarding that check, I have been checking my phone over the past 10 minutes. Still have not received confirmation. I'm going to do it anyway.
It's coming. It's coming. Hold tight.
I trust y'all. I trust y'all. But no, I'm serious. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, man. We are glad to have you with us tonight, and we have a jam-packed show, guys. We're gonna actually get right into it, guys.
All right.
Because I think this is something that a lot of people have said a lot of things about. And we're gonna talk about it again. We're gonna double down. Is Bama ready to prove they belong? What does that mean when I say that? People are like, what do you mean double down? Double down. So Domo, when we say double down, are you doubling down on this team being a playoff caliber team? The one that, like, basically the past few weeks, what we've seen, do you feel that team is a playoff type of team right here going down the stretch?
Yes. I feel like if you put Alabama with the way we're playing right now and how battle tested we are, if you really put us on the field with anybody right now, they're really not going to throw anything at us that we haven't already seen. Okay. We battle tested. We've done it in Tuscaloosa, away from Tuscaloosa. Okay. You name it. Hey, we've done it. So yes, this team is definitely a playoff team. Okay. And when the playoff gets here and Alabama just so happens to make the playoff, they're going to be a hard game for anybody. So I would not want to see Alabama in that playoff at all.
Yeah, I think that right there is going to be one of the key factors. Alabama in the playoffs is going to be a team you don't want to see. Going to be a scrappy team, most definitely. Also a team that's battle tested. Not only that, been battle tested in these ranked matchups we had. So, Rodg, has this team earned back your full trust yet? Do you feel like you need to see more? Do you feel the Tide is to the standard where we need it to be right now? How are we feeling, brother?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being full trust, I'm at an 8 right now. They're gaining my trust more and more each week. They really gained a lot of my trust points the last game we had against South Carolina because we're so used to. We've seen us in that situation before. Obviously, week 1 in Tallahassee. When we're down, we're playing a team that's not as good as us. We're down, we're on the road, and we couldn't fight our way back. We showed that we had some fight. We had some dog left in us. They showed me that. They gained some more points. Still a few things I would like to see. I would like to see in the offense as far as us, getting started in the run game on a more consistent basis. Would love to see that deep ball. Would love to see us hit that deep ball a few times to kind of even generate some more points in the offense. But other than that, in the defense, shout out to K. Womack in the defense, Matt. Past 3 or 4 games, the defense is trending up in the right direction. So to answer your question, man, definitely gaining my trust. Definitely look like a playoff caliber team. We're almost at national championship caliber team level.
Yo, Roll Tide. Thank you there. Repost there, TJ. And shout out. I saw your question, Kat. I'm going to come back and address these questions at the end. I like that one. We're going to come back and address that. Rodg, great way to put that about the team earning back the trust. Where we are now, I think is a big key factor versus where we are week 1. Week 1, you saw a struggling team, barely getting by, barely surviving out there. Now you see a team that is together, battle-tested, ready to play, and is playing Crimson Tide ball. And shout out to Rodg with the hat right there. They're talking. They
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, the hat is nice. That man got on that Roll Tide Crimson right there. And this right here, I have a question. that is kind of for us all right here. And if you had to bet on one unit to carry us the rest of the way, offense or defense, who you doubling down on, Domo?
That's a good one.
Oh, I'm gonna say that.
It's tough, ain't it? I know.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with defense. I'm gonna go with defense. These last few games, and especially the last game, you know, they've proven like, hey, we can hang in there with the best of them. You know, we've kind of asked a lot of them these past few weeks to stopping Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt. Okay, then going to Missouri and stopping that rushing attack, then coming back home and facing Missouri and that lethal offense holding them to 20 points, and then you know, going to South Carolina, and Lenora Sellers kind of made some plays on us. We gave up some big plays, but when our best was needed, this defense that they stepped up. So I'm looking for the defense to really just carry us the rest of the way. Defensive line playing great, linebackers are playing great. Their pass rush is picking up thanks to, you know, Jan Zapier, that guy, and the secondary, man, they're playing, they living up to that hype we thought they would come into the season. So I'm gonna run with the defense to carry us the rest of the way.
I like that. I like that answer, and the chat is really liking that answer too. You got
me too.
Big Mike right there with that one.
Yeah.
Cat saying the complete package, and then I can see that, and then Latoya went defense as well. So a couple people right are going different things in the chats right there. And I like how she put that too. If our offense was saying drives, get the defense time to rest.
Yeah, I like that.
Lethal. I agree 100%. That's a lethal combination there. Herb, let me ask you that same question. If you're doubling down on one of them to carry us rest of the way, are you going to offense or defense?
I like Damo's answer. That was the answer I was leaning towards too, but I'm going to go with the offense, specifically our wide receiver core. And this kind of goes back to my point from earlier. If we can kind of lean on that deep ball, the reason I say that is if you look at these next 4 games, specifically the OU game and the Auburn game, we're going to be playing against some really, really tough defenses. When you're playing against these tough defenses, if you can kind of establish some sort of 14 to even 21 point lead and just blow them out the water early, you're kind of setting yourself up good for the rest of the game. So if our wide receiver core can kind of get some of these deep balls, get some of these passes, and kind of build up the lead, I think we'll be all right.
It was an accident, and I'm used to calling
him.
I
didn't want to say anything.
I'm used to having Herb on. Okay, it's an easy.
That's why I laughed. I didn't want to say that. It's all good. It's all good.
I realized after I said it, and I was like, "That's Rodg," and I said Herb because I'm so used to saying Herb. But it's okay. It's okay. Herb is enjoying life right now in the comments after that. So guys, that's a great way to put that too. I'm going offense as well, and the reason I would go offense and then is the reason being of some of the ones you said though, Rodg, right there. I think that Bama's offense down the stretch right here can be something that we haven't seen yet because part of those 4 quarters we haven't played fully yet is right now on the offense. Little bit on the defense because we start a little slow, but after that we're gone. We're good.
Yeah.
But on the offense, it's like start fast, die out. Okay, turn up when we need it, slow down. Yeah. Or it's slow, turn up. Now we got to turn up and score 20 points in 4 minutes. Yep. And it's that part gets me.
It's kind of like with the offense, it's like a pick your poison type of offense, you know.
Yes.
We can slow it down, speed it up, you know, do whatever you need. But I agree with that, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a tough way, man, to do it. But I think Bama's best on offense is definitely in front of them. So on defense a little bit. But the defense, we've seen a good bit of that defense. And I think we know we are on defense. We thrive on takeovers for sure. And the offense just needs to capitalize on them takeovers will be another part of it. And I think if you look back at games, we have capitalized on them. South Carolina almost bit us in the butt a little bit, but we did capitalize on the one that counted the most, that late turnover we got. So I want to hit us to the next topic, guys. That was it for doubling down right there. This next topic right here, guys, is going to be a banger for us, guys. The MVP talk so far for the Tide. I'm going to post a question in the comments. I want to hear you guys sound off in the comments. But Who is the MVP for the Tide right now? Who's the biggest Tide? Who's been the Tide's biggest difference maker right now?
Mhm.
So, Domo, I'm going to ask you, if the season ended right now today, who is Alabama's MVP and why?
Listen, I know people going to be like Ty Simpson and German Nard. Listen, the Tide's MVP, if the season ended today, okay, the MVP of this Alabama football team is going to be the head guy in charge, man, Kalen DeBoer, okay?
Okay.
Listen,
Darth
we've heard
DeBoer.
it before. A team mirrors their head coach, okay? And we've seen it these past few weeks when he's walking out of the tunnel, showing emotion. The guy still has not cracked the smile since week 1. Okay.
He hasn't.
And since then, man, we've gotten better and better every single week. He's gotten better and better every week. That black hoodie, I don't know what it is about that black hoodie, but
Yeah.
that black hoodie just wakes up like a monster in Kalen DeBoer. And with all the criticism and the slander that he was facing throughout the season, you know, he's took it and ran with it. And you know that he's seen it because he said, hey, I screenshot this stuff, right? And I'll show it to the team. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that, man. Kalen DeBoer, man, the head guy in charge is my MVP.
I like that.
Yeah.
So if I'm asking you, Raj, so like, who's your MVP, but not the obvious choice? Somebody that may be flying under the radar right here necessarily.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know, like somebody's gonna say Time Germ. Who's a guy you like outside of those though?
My initial thought was the Germinator, aka Jeremy Bernard, because of his reliability factors just throughout the season, even dating back to midway through last season. Everything that Germ's done for the team, as far as receptions, receiving yards, touchdowns, being able to line up in the backfield, just doing everything, coming up clutch, came up huge in the South Carolina game. Other than that, a guy that kind of flew under the radar, and I didn't expect him to get too much production this season, is Daniel Hill. Daniel Hill has came up huge in these last few games.
Yeah, I like that one.
Not just pass blocking, but rushing. He's a real big, strong Derrick Henry-esque type of guy. That type of physicality. He's got a little speed on him. He can also catch the ball, man. I think he was the leading receiving leader against the South Carolina game. So Daniel Hill came up huge. And again, I say his name because when you look at our backfield coming into the season, you're thinking Jim, Richard Hill, Richard Young, Kevin Riley, maybe Daniel Hill somewhere down the line, but he's got a lot more playing time than we expected him to have. So shout out to Daniel Hill, man. He'll be my guy that's flying under the radar right now.
I agree.
Daniel Hill actually is nice, and if you look at his size, the man's size like Trent Richardson, and you are my favorite person right there, baby. Yonsei Pierre.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
I like Pierre.
Baby.
Listen, I seen Daniel Hill up close and personal last week. That man is built like a linebacker. That is a large human being playing right now. So, hey, man. Hey. Yeah, I agree with that. And I like that. I like that one.
Yep, roll time, Ben, in the comments. And yes, I say Jan Zapier, I like that too. So, Kat, I'm about to ask a question actually about kind of what you just said right here, guys. So, who's been the biggest surprise contributor for Bama this year? Domo, give me your answer, and then Raj, follow it up for me.
Oh, man. I am going to go. I'm going to go. I like Red Morgan.
Okay.
I like Red Morgan.
Okay.
What was it? The Tennessee game when he was just thrown in there? And, you know, when you watched it, he was just making plays. You know, wherever the ball was, you see number 16 right there also, you know. It's kind of a guy who wasn't seeing the field a lot earlier in the season. But, you know, much like Daniel Hill, when his number was called upon, you know, he stepped up and didn't let us down. So my surprise player right now is going to be Red Morgan. Definitely Red Morgan.
I like that one. Raj, who you like?
I got to go with Latia Brooks, man. Again, coming into the season, we had that three-headed monster of Isaiah Horton, the Germinator, and Hollywood. So with that being said, you didn't really know how much of an impact a freshman wide receiver is going to make on this team. But he played in pretty much every game, minus the one game he missed due to Some people said he had the flus. Other people said he was out because of this reason. Regardless, he missed the game. But he's been productive in every single game. Still waiting for him to get his first touchdown, and I think it's coming really, really, really soon.
I do too.
But for a freshman wide receiver to be putting up as much production as he had in his first year, I love what I'm seeing. I also love what I'm seeing because with him being a freshman and you're letting your potential recruits come to the game and they see freshmen playing, that sparks interest from these recruits. So they're looking at the game and they're saying, hey, man, if I'm a freshman wide receiver, shout out to Sedarian Morgan or whoever it may be, they're saying, hey, man, I get some playing time at this school right away. You see guys like Michael Carroll, Caleb Edwards, those type of guys getting playing time as freshmen. So kudos for the squad and the organization for taking care of the freshmen too. But to answer the question, got to go with Latsir Brooks, man.
I like that one. That's a great one as well. And then to wrap this up right here, guys, give me like a 30-second run real quick, same order. If we're talking pure leadership here, not stats, who's the MVP of the locker room? Actually, Rodg, hit this one first for us. MVP of the locker room.
I got to go with Ty Simpson because I forgot which game it was, but he had that one pregame speech where it kind of went viral. It was all over social media. I forgot if it was the Tennessee game or not. When he was talking about just what we have to take from the team and what we need to bring to the field. And even when you look at some of his post-game press conferences, when he's taking a look at the stat sheet, Ty has no problem taking accountability for his actions, for what he's done wrong. He's not going to get up and just say, yeah, we played great, we played perfect, everything's good. He's like, no, I made a couple of bad passes. That's on me. I'm accountable. I love what I'm seeing there. Throughout the games, he's going up to the guys on the bench saying, hey, we got to get things together. He went up to Ryan Williams after that one drop pass. He went up to him, talked to him, said some good things to him. You got to let him know when you make a mistake. It's not good. But, hey, we're going to get over that hump and we're going to prevail eventually. So I love the leadership that we're seeing for Ty, and I just hope it continues throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, I do too. I like that. Domo, pure locker room MVP right here. Who you got?
Definitely got to go with that guy, Germ.
Yes.
After the first game, him calling that players only meeting, and since that point on, bro, Germ has been on an absolute tear. And it seems like when we need a big play, especially offensively, bro, we can always count on, number 5, And I already know it. If Ty Simpson is throwing the ball, hey, Jeremy Bernard down there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come down with it, So pure leadership, and it's showing on and off the field, man. And I absolutely love how he just gives all his credit and everything like that to the Lord.
Yes.
I just love it. So,
I do too.
I definitely got to go with Germ as for that one right there.
He said Germ has that dog mentality.
He does.
Yeah,
he does.
He got that dog
He
mentality.
says Ty. Will right here says Ty as well. So I can see we're seeing a lot of the same time. Germ, I'm feeling right there too. And he says one time in the SC game, the camera called Ty and Germ Ryan huddle praying. Yeah, man. And led by faith is a huge thing. And I'll say that. Live, I'll say that in front of anybody because without Jesus, I ain't nothing. Oh, man.
Facts.
Yeah, having him and putting him first is very huge. And I love seeing that out of our players too. That's awesome. Makes you want to cheer for me more right there. Yeah. So we're gonna move over topic. So guys, do y'all know what week it is?
Oh yeah,
sure everybody does.
Yeah.
LSU week, guys. We got Alabama versus LSU. I'm gonna pull the graphic up, guys. You see it right here. That was when TJ Yeldon snuck out the little side screen pass. 2012. We was in Death Valley for that game. It was a great play right there. And if people don't remember, AJ McCarron didn't complete a pass in the second half until there was 2 minutes to go in the game. Yes. Down by 4 right there, or down by 3, 17-14. Yep, down by 3, and goes 3 in a row to Norwood. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And then over the top, Norwood slips in the end zone. It's incomplete. And then the very next play goes to Yeldon. Touchdown. Great play, guys. Alabama versus LSU has some very, very historical things with this game right here, especially over the last probably 20, 25 years. It's probably been, bigger than it has been, or kind of built its name up, I would say, more. Because a lot of people, like, you talk to older Bama fans, they're like, oh, this ain't this ain't Bama's legit rival, it's Mississippi State, or it's it's somebody else, and they argue that with you. And I can see it all these different ways. But Alabama LSU is big. Are we overlooking LSU is what I'm asking right now, guys.
Yeah.
So Domo, kick it off right here. Let's be real about it. Do you think some guys might be overlooking LSU with all the playoff hype heating up right now? Do you think we overlooking them at all?
I wouldn't say we're overlooking them, but we definitely are looking forward, to the playoff. I do think that this team is a little bit more locked in than the past teams that we've seen, and I think this team does understand that it's 1 week at a time. Okay, there is a huge bullseye on Alabama's backs, right? And we're gonna get everybody's best shot from here on out. Okay? And you honestly cannot you can't overlook them because they're coming into this with an interim head coach. And we've seen how inspired teams play when a certain head coach is fired or like a certain coach is fired. So I don't think they're overlooking them at all, but they definitely are looking towards the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a way to look at it. So you just don't want to overlook them. Interim head coach, like you said. Raj, you've seen this rivalry. You've seen it for many of years. Is LSU a real threat, or has Bama separated himself from them this year? Not saying overlooking, but do you think Bama actually is just better team, can win this game straight up?
I think Bama is a better team on both sides of the ball. I think Bama should win this game, but I don't think it would help us at all to overlook this game. We need to focus strictly on this game. And I feel like this goes back to earlier on in the season after week 1 when our mentality just inside the locker room changed. And we started taking everything by week basis. We always say 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. That's our mentality going into this week right here. We have to take a look at LSU. Domo brought up some good points. Obviously, they just lost their coach. They got Aaron coach and Frank Wilson. I'm not sure if that's going to help their team or change or hurt their team at all. I don't know what they've been doing this past 1 or 2 weeks. With that being said, we have to go on there understanding that their LSU defense in the SEC is right behind ours. If you look at the stats, they're averaging 18.3 points per game. Obviously, we know what Texas A&M did to them, but overall, the defense isn't playing poor football. It's just their offense. I don't think their offense is nearly as good as our offense, and that's why I made the point earlier as far as us, locking in on the deep ball, getting the run game going. If we can kind of get those things going against LSU, I think we'll be all right. But I don't think anybody on the team or in the locker room or on the coaching staff is kind of underestimating LSU at all.
Yo, what's up, Sharpshooters with us too, that man.
Shout out to Sharpshooters.
Shout out to him. Make sure you guys go over to his page and subscribe. He has great content as well, guys. Sharpshooters in the comments. While we're still in this LSU topic right here, are we overlooking them? Let's talk about this right here. While you're talking to right here, Raj, which matchup worries you the most going into this LSU week?
I would have to go with our run game against their defensive line because their run game, I think LSU is giving up about 119, under 20 yards per game. And you just don't know what you're going to get from our run game sometimes. Sometimes we may have a good breakout game from Jim Miller and the rest of the crew. Sometimes we might be under 75. You just don't know what you're going to get. And I feel like if we can get a good balanced run game, a little over 100 yards and some nice passing game from Ty, I think that'll kind of help us coast to a nice little double-digit victory. But if their defensive line steps up and shuts down our run game, the Ty's going to be throwing the ball a lot more than I want them to throw the ball. I mean, if you look at 2 of our toughest games, or 2 of the worst games we played this year, Ty threw the ball 43 times against South Carolina and 43 times against Florida State, the exact amount of times. I don't like it when Ty throws the ball that much. We don't need him throwing that ball much. In order for him not to throw the ball that much, we have to establish a run game. So if we can get that run game going against LSU, I think we'll be all right.
Domo, which matchup worries you the most, Alabama versus LSU?
I'm actually going to have to – Ross took my answer. So I would have to actually piggyback off that because even though LSU, their season has kind of went down the drain, that is still a very physical football team. That is still they're still a very good defense, okay? And They're good on all three phases. You know, they have a good secondary. They got two of the best linebackers in Weeks and Perkins. So we can't forget about those. Weeks, I actually think he is coming back from injury this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Of course.
Yeah,
Sure.
that
Everybody
defensive
comes back for
line,
Bama.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, and that defensive line is very physical. So, even though LSU is not really that team we thought they would be, defensively, they're still a very physical football team. So this is going to be a 4-quarter fight, you know. So we definitely got to be ready to match that physicality that they're going to bring also. So yeah.
Yes, 4-quarter fight. Good way to put that. 1-0 mentality. You're preaching that all week long, obviously. I think we're well rested too, and I think that'll be a good thing. And I think that'll help us get through this. But that'll kind of put a button on that one, guys, right there. I think that if you ask me about the matchups, though, I'll say this real quick. I like the quarterback matchups in this one. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Preseason, all we heard was Gus was the Heisman. Give LSU the natty because Gus, he was so good.
Yep.
He was so good. He was so, from every LSU fan I talked to, he was so good that he already won the natty. He already won the natty and the Heisman. That's all I heard.
Yep.
I want to see these two quarterbacks play each other under the lights, Saban Field at Bryant-Denning Stadium. It is going to be electric. It's going to be electrifying in that atmosphere Saturday night. We've had a chance, us the fans, to rejuvenate too. We've had 17 heart attacks. We've sweated through these games. We've about died and broke TVs and tackled dogs and different stuff, okay? All right? We've lost our mind too, okay? Now we're good and we're ready to go.
Yeah.
And ready to scream. All right.
And
I think this is going to be a good one.
And JT, I also want to add something else to it, you know, if I can.
Go ahead.
You can kind of, this is honestly the same situation that it was for South Carolina. And I was saying, hey, there's nothing more dangerous in sports than a team that has nothing to lose. Okay. LSU has nothing to lose. Again, like South Carolina, they're not going to Atlanta. They're not going to the playoff. They're going to be somewhere in the Cheez-It Bowl, okay? Yeah. So, hey, what's going to be their mindset? Hey, Alabama is on their way there. How can we ruin that? Put a blemish on that conference record. So, man, we got to be ready for that. Definitely ready for that.
Yeah.
I agree. Got to be ready for that. Way to put a button on that one, Domo. We're going to move forward, guys. And as we move forward, I'm going to pull up this graphic real quick. It's going to be the AP top 25 right now, guys. As you can see, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Bama, Georgia, and then we got Oregon, Ole Miss, BYU at 8. Okay, that one right there. I see that. Texas Tech at 9, Notre Dame at 10, and Oklahoma at 11. I think that one right there is setting up for next week to be a top 10 matchup possibly.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that. And as we move to this next topic, I wanted to pull up these rankings just so we can also pull this right here. I'm going to pull up the graphic. I'm going to pull the graphic down, pull us back up, and let us talk. I just wanted to show the graphic real quick to people. That's the AP. We are going to be talking about the College Football Committee right here. And what do we think they're going to have here? So, Domo, where do you think the committee puts Alabama? Okay. And where do you believe they should be? Okay, if you think the committee doesn't put them in the right spot, what do you think they should, though?
So I think that the committee, we've heard that the committee is going to go off who you played and resumes. And if you really base it off of that right there, you could really make a case for Alabama to be the number one team. If we're going off who we played and who we beaten, okay, because we do have the most ranked wins in the country. But man, I think we're gonna be I'll say number 3. I think they'll have us on. I think Indiana moves up to number 1. I think they'll have Ohio State 2, Alabama at 3, and A&M at 4. But I would not be surprised if they do keep us at 4, because like you said, JT, they do respect undefeateds, okay? And there are 3 undefeateds ahead of us, you know, but I don't see us dropping out of that top 4 at all, because you honestly can't, because you you can't put Georgia in front of because we beat Georgia head to head in Athens, So I got us sitting there at number 3. Number 3 is what I would say.
That's an interesting one right up in Indiana there. I can kind of see that. Ohio State's best win is what, Texas now?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Texas, they better be glad Texas won that Vandy game, or that would have
Man, how about to say?
Whoa.
And keep in mind, Texas plays in Athens, but I think 2 weekends from now. Was it this weekend or next week? I think it's the 15th. I think it's the 15th.
Yeah, Texas does play there, and then Texas has to go to Texas A&M as well.
Yeah.
So I think Georgia's going to beat Texas, but I think Texas gets up for that Texas A&M game. And Texas A&M only has one loss. I'll still go to the SEC championship because I think Bama. If Bama can beat LSU, that's a little off the subject. But if Bama can beat LSU, I think the Alabama-Oklahoma game not this weekend, but the following Saturday. I think that game will be a clinching SEC championship game for us if we win that game.
Yes.
Because we only have one more SEC after that. We have no SEC losses at that point.
Yeah.
So we can
almost lock it regardless.
So you know what? I want to say this. Speaking of the Oklahoma game, right? It's kind of the same. If you think about it, Oklahoma is kind of in the same situation that we were going into Norman last season.
Yeah.
We were 8-2 going into that game. We needed a win to kind of lock us into Atlanta and kind of stay alive in the playoff.
Yeah.
Okay. Oklahoma is 7-2. They're coming to Bryant-Denny in a few weeks. They kind of need they need a win to stay in the playoff conversation. So it's kind of the same thing that it was last season. It's just that the roles are kind of reversed.
Yeah, almost. And see, at the same time, though, and I was saying if Bama can do what they do right here, we can just got to beat LSU, beat Oklahoma. Yeah. We clinch an SEC championship game. Now, that's not saying take it off for Eastern Illinois, don't play at Auburn. We need to do that. We need to win those games. We need to, do our thing still. Don't give the committee any reason to put it in their hands for our fate. Let's keep it in our hands and control us. That's been Bama's default the past probably 3 to 4 years. We put our fate in somebody else's hands, and sometimes it's worked for us, and we've got in. 23, we got in. That wasn't in our hands. Well, I think when we won the SEC championship, it threw the biggest monkey wrench ever because it was like you're not going to say Georgia can't get in now because the only game they lost is to Bama.
The committee had a fit when they saw us win the SEC championship.
They're not going to say Bama's not getting in because Bama just beat Georgia in the SEC championship. You're not going to say they're not getting in. And then what they did at Auburn, that it's just electrifying. So it's like I felt bad for Florida State. I knew it when I
they felt so bad. They basically quit their ball. All their players just quit and said, "We're not playing Georgia. We don't even want to play anymore." All right.
You can also say that 2018, we needed some help getting there in 2018 as well. So
no, not 18. We were undefeated. 17.
18 we were undefeated until we played Clemson.
18 we was 18 we was unbeaten. It was 17 you're talking about, but you're all right though. And that was when didn't Auburn beat us? But Auburn beat Georgia.
Yeah, it was Auburn. That's the year Auburn beat us.
I think they beat no. It wasn't Georgia. They didn't beat Georgia that year. They beat us that year because we had
2017.
26-14 was the final score. I was trying to remember the final score.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we get back on topic though? College football rankings, guys. I kind of got off a little bit there. We done a monkey wrench, but we're good. Rodg, do you think the committee respects Alabama's current resume, or do you think they still look at that early loss first?
I think they respect their current resume and what we've done over the past 4 games. With that being said, I think that the top 4, the AP poll that you just had pulled up, I think the top 4 remain the same. I just think it's going to be hard for the committee to put Alabama above 3 undefeated teams. Our strength of schedule and our resume are probably better than anybody else's in the country right now with those 4 ranked trends. But I think we're just going to stay at 4, and then they're just going to see how the rest of these weeks just kind of play out because some of these teams are going to move around. You look at Ohio State, they still have to play Michigan. That game is always up in the air, regardless of record, regardless of strength of schedule, regardless of any of that. That can go either way. I think Indiana most likely probably wins out. A&M, we will probably see them in the again. We mentioned they have to play Texas. That game could go either way, depending on that outcome. Maybe we see them in the SEC championship. So for these rankings, Tuesday, the top four are probably going to remain the same, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too. I can't say that I will be upset about it because right now a lot of these teams still got to play each other. Guess what? Indiana and Ohio State, they went out. They're playing each other. Big Ten championship.
Yep.
Texas A&M, even if they drop one and we drop one SEC game, A&M and Bama will probably see each other SEC championship. Yeah. So you have the Big Ten championship with 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 or whatever, and then 2 and 4. Basically, the top 4 teams will play each other.
Yeah.
And now I think if everybody's like, I don't want to go to the SEC championship and lose because then we're going to get dropped. I think in that moment is how you lose almost too. Yeah, you don't want to go to the SEC championship and lose by 40. No, you don't want to do that. You go to the SEC championship, have a tough game and lose by 3 against undefeated A&M, or A&M lose to Bama close.
You're
like
still
that.
Dude,
you're getting a home playoff game. You'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in that range. You'll be in one of those slots for a home playoff game.
So I'm asking you guys a question. So let's say Indiana and Ohio State play each other, Bama and A&M play each other. If those are all close games, right? Do you see any of those top teams dropping out of the top 4, or because you still see that same top 4 being your main 4 seeds?
Depends what happens.
It depends on who wins.
And also depends on what happens with the Big 12. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say the Big 12. The ACC's almost knocked themselves, I wouldn't say out of the contention because they'll have one team in, but they've almost took out their 2-team contention now because Georgia Tech undefeated. Just they're Georgia Tech's the best in the ACC. Right now that you see playing. If ands buts about it. And they just lost. So and then you got Miami now as a 2-loss team to SMU. They would have to turn around something and look something spectacular to squeak in. So Domo, to your point there, it is a possibility that you just see this that the winners go 1 and 2 and the losers are 3 and 4.
Okay.
If they're good losses and not like 30, 40 points or even 21. 21 is too much. Like 10 to 14 is like, okay, bad day at the office type deal. Had a turnover or 2 that made it go bad. But you go out there and you mop the floor up and you're fumbling everywhere. You're just, go out there, your quarterback's like 10 for 30, 4 interceptions, and just look like dog water. Yeah, I see you dropping out. But if not, though, Domo, and how I think it will pan out, say these teams, the top 4, win out. Okay. And they stay 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's say 4 beats 3 and 2 beats 1. Yeah. 2 will be 1, 4 will be 2, and then the other 2 will have to knick-knack paddywhack for 3 and 4. Right. And even if you fall out of the top 4, Domo, I don't think you fall out of 5, 6, 7, or 8, which are all home playoff games. All 4 of those are home playoff games.
That's what I was going to say. Like, hypothetically speaking, if we play A&M in the SEC championship and it's a close game, let's just say whatever happens, we lose by 3 points, whatever. I think maybe we fall out of the top 4, but not too far down, like not 10, 11, 12 range. Just maybe 1 or 2 spots. So we'll still be all right.
As long as it isn't like a bang loss, and that's why I don't want us to lose to slip against all. If we beat LSU, we beat Oklahoma, we beat Illinois, we need to win out. So in case we do lose an SEC championship game, there's like, okay, they're a 2-loss team. They lost to a dang number 3, number 2 team right now. A close loss. We're going to be 5, 6, or 7, and we'll be and get a home playoff game. We'll play a BYU, a Texas Tech, or something like that on the back end. Georgia Tech, maybe. I don't know who it might be. It could be. We don't know because I'm telling you right now, guys, how college football been this year. That saying of any Saturday you can get beat. That is definitely this year, bro. That is definitely this year, dog. There is not a team right now. I don't care who you say. There may have been spurts where somebody looked good, but nobody has consistently just pulled away. I know Nick Saban said that who did he say the 2 teams? he said Ohio State and Texas A&M, I think he said, have pulled themselves away from everybody. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
A&M
believe
has
that.
been very inconsistent on defense at times.
Yeah.
And I mean, you let Arkansas score 42 on you. Arkansas.
I forgot about that.
Their offense is not the problem. Their defense at Arkansas is the problem. Their offense is good. So I'm not trying to say it but I'm saying hold on now. We can't say they're just light years ahead.
And also versus LSU, A&M, if you want to go back to it, LSU kind of was shooting themselves in the foot consistently.
They were.
And then because they were in that game
yes.
So yeah.
And another thing is, if we play, people need to understand, if we play A&M's offense is not going to be in the field as long as they usually are with some of these. They're not going to run up the scoreboard because Ryan Grubb knows how to control the tempo with our offense. We're going to move the chains and we're going to move the ball on the field, and we're going to keep their defense on the field for so long that they're tired. You're not going to see Marcel Reed on the field for like the majority of the game running around just throwing the ball. No, that's not going to happen. We're going to keep him off the field.
I think so too. I think Bama is going to be very, very keyed in on that right there. And, hey, we're going to pull up some of these questions real quick. I got 4 of them pinned. How we feeling about one half of our last games against interim coaches right here? So, basically, we have 4 games left. 2 of them are going to be interim coaches. We believe DJ Durkin, I think is his name, at Auburn will be the head coach. I think it's DJ Durkin. I think I'm saying it right. Some Auburn fans are chirping for him to be the answer right now. I could probably see that because that's a cheap hire right now, probably too. And you're paying not 1, not 2, but 3 coaches right now that are currently not your coach. So I would definitely probably date somebody before I marry them right now. If I was Auburn right now, like Cat Williams said, can we date a president before we just have a relation? Can we date and see if you're gonna be okay? Like that's how if I was Auburn, can we just date and see if you ain't gonna abuse me first? That's Cat. I think to answer your question though, Cat, I'll answer this one and I'll let the guys answer the next ones. To answer this one, I think it is a little bit of worrying, but I said this when Kelly first got fired. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, but everybody plays great, their first game, I say yes, but at some point, that's got to stop. At some point, somebody's going to beat them. And somebody's going to beat the team that, a lot of chaos is happening right now.
Yeah.
Do you think when Brian Kelly was there that things was just so organized and so fluid? Probably not, because he just got fired. So probably not. Do you think that just him getting fired just made it to top guy, just made it better? No. Now, players can get up. I want to say that. But go ahead, Roger. What are you about to say?
No, I actually created a TikTok video about this around the time Kelly got fired. I think it was the day after, or even the same night. I forget, the day after. And I asked people, I was like, do you think him getting fired is going to make LSU play better or the same? Because to your point, to your point, JT, I mean, I don't see them now coming out and say, yeah, he's going, let's go out and win by 50. Like, what were y'all doing all season, bro? I mean, what were y'all doing all these past couple of weeks? Were y'all just have I don't get it. I don't think they're going to play that much better. I don't think they're going to play horribly, but I don't think we're going to see like a drastic change in
maybe,
offense.
Raj. Maybe if this game was in Tiger Stadium. Maybe it would be different. We're at Brian Denning. I think we're going to be rocking. Now, am I saying that the first, second quarter may be rocky? Probably the first half. Hey, probably because we're going to try to fill them out because we don't know what they're going to throw at us. Keep in mind, the OC they have for this game coming up was the OC for 2-10 Florida State. Alex, I can't remember his last name. Help me real quick. Alex something, I think his name is, the OC. I cannot remember his last name right now.
And JT, also, I think people don't realize is when teams fire their head coach and they just so happen to come out inspired the very next game, they're actually playing at home that very next game. Okay.
Yes.
They are very rarely going on the road, especially to a place like Brian Denny. So I think that's going to play into our hands as well.
Raj, this question. That's it. Yes, that is him. That is the OC that's going to be the play calling for LSU right now, and I think that we're not going to have an issue with that necessarily. I think Kane's going to have to fill them out and go from there. Raj, hit this one right here. Herb sent this in for us right here. Good question.
Very, very good question. Surprisingly good question from Herb. He's not that sharp all the time. I'm gonna go with Jam Miller, man. It kind of goes back to my point earlier from us establishing the run game. I think Riley and Daniel Hill have served a good purpose in his absence whenever he's not playing. But if we can kind of get Jam going on some of these runs, and with that being said, I would like to see us change up some of the run plays too, man. It kind of seems like running up the middle is our thing, and we're just kind of leaning on that and getting 1 or 2 yards here and there. But let's run some sweeps, hit some of these corners, hit some of these signs, and gain some serious yardage. But the answer to her question, we got to get this run game going, and I say Jam Miller.
Yeah, so definitely Jam Miller. That'll be a good one right there. Way to go there, Herb, giving the awesome question right there. Domo, right here from your man that's on the show with you on the Bama Blueprint right here.
Yeah.
Got a question for us right here. What do you feel about this,
Good
brother?
question.
Well, Alabama will be able to score over 30 points on LSU's defense. I think yes. I think we will. I think we will. I think that we got the quarterback for one. Okay, let's put that out there. We got the receiver core, and we just have enough playmakers, and just like against A&M, man, A&M was pretty much able to do whatever they wanted to versus the LSU defense when it got to a certain point in the game. And I just think that, man, if you have LSU's defense on the field for as long as we can sustain drives, okay, and they're on the field for that period of time, I think they're going to tire out, and we're basically going to be able to just push them around and really get whatever we want. So I do think that we will score over 30 on LSU. I think we score half of that by halftime. So, I'm not going to lie. I would not be surprised because, listen, my words come back to bite me sometimes on here, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think that we might have 30 like in the third quarter, with the third quarter.
Yeah. Okay. Domo, I hope you are right. I hope you are right. I hope you are right. Okay, because I don't want to be screaming at the TV too much.
Actually, man, we need you screaming at the TV. It's good. It's good for
I love it, bro.
man.
I love it, bro. I love it.
And apparently everybody loves the thing. Like somebody discovered in a short I did the other day, and I was breaking down the team. Somebody was like, "This is the guy that screams at his TV."
JT, you want to know something, JT? I love how calm your dog is when you are.
Mac. Yeah, Mac.
He's used to it.
Funny story about Mac. I'm gonna do a video about this and like explain this. So we got Mac in 2020 in July. He was like 5 months old at the time. He was still kind of young. We got him, all white German Shepherd, fully full bred, all that. Never had a big dog like that. I was like, who's our quarterback? Mac Jones is our quarterback. I was like, your name is Mac. My in-laws, their last name is Jones. So it was Mac Jones. So Mac Jones Tucker. I was like, hey, so we gave him my name. And it was kind of funny. At the time, we won a natty then. And in my family, every year we have a boy, we win a natty. No joke. All the way back to when my dad was born, when I was born, all three of my nephews. My daughter was born. That was the miscellaneous one because normally it's a boy, but she was born in 2017. We got that natty. 2020, I got my dog Mac, my boy, my son, and got another natty. So I guess I gotta get another dog real quick, man, and get us this natty in here. But I want to answer this question right here. With all these coaches getting fired, will the transfer portal be full of folks? So it should give DeBoer some snatch, some folks. I don't know. What position would you see the dip into the portal field goal kickers given? What I would like to see DeBoer maybe or this coaching staff go get in the portal, whatever they feel is necessary. I can sit up here and tell you all these things all day. I do think a kicker is one of them. We can all probably see that. I'm pretty sure they know that too. I'm not saying Talty, I can never say his name right. I'm not saying he's that bad. Inside Connor, inside the 40, really good. Yeah. But still kind of shaky. But man, you need him lined up. He needs to have a good angle on inside the 42 almost. Like he scares me. So definitely a kicker. And I think a lot of people know that. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say, We need a new left guard because of this, that, and the third at the same time. You know, none of us, I will say nobody on any one of these YouTube shows at all, I don't care at all, can tell you that necessarily. We're not in the room with you. Now, we can tell you how we feel, what we see right there on that. So I always try to tell people that when we say stuff, I don't want people thinking that we are we should be DeBoer, you know what I mean? Because I've seen that happen before. So yeah, I do feel that kicker's one of them, but other than that, man, they're recruiting outstanding right now.
Yeah,
they're recruiting outstanding right now. And DeBoer has his guys now where he's recruited. Think about this. Ryan Williams decommitted from Bama. Okay. This staff went out, re-got him, re-recruited him, and now he will be in his junior year next year. So think about this. It will be 3 years of recruits and recruiting players there, or just being there under DeBoer. At this point, they're coached by DeBoer and
DeBoer's guys,
and Ryan Grubb. Yeah, they're DeBoer's guys now. Like this is the era. We've been happen that fast now to where we're almost 4 years into it. Well, I mean, we're 2.5 now. We're through this year almost, 2.5, but almost through this, and then coming up on next. So it's crazy. It happens fast. January will be 2 years since we hired him, I believe. In January.
Yeah.
Or no, it was a little after January because Nick Saban retired, but it was at the end of January. Or something like that, mid-January. Yeah, it did. So, guys. So that's great stuff there. Great questions there. I want to tell everybody in the chat, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Y'all have been an awesome chat. We have 144 people watching right now, guys. If you are not subscribed to the channel, Roll Tide _Nation, stop what you're doing right now. All 35 of you on Mike's channel, stop what you're doing. Come over right now to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. If you're on Herb and Rodgers' channel right now on Twitter, all 55 of you that are watching, stop what you're doing. Go over to Herb and Rodgers' YouTube, like and subscribe, and then make sure you come over right here on Roll Tide _Nation and subscribe, guys. And if you're already watching us right here on Roll Tide Nation, thank you so much for being subscribed to us, guys. We have a Thursday night show talking about Bama basketball, talking Tide hoops. Myself as the host, Domo with us, and we got Hunter and Jeff from Way Offside's crew on. Make sure you come and join us. We'll probably have Rodg and Herb on at some point for that show. That's on Thursday nights. And then on Friday nights, we got Domo, Bama Blueprint, and Hunter, and the new addition, Bentley, breaking down the preview games. They're going to preview LSU this week. And then always on Sunday night, you got us guys right here. Thank you guys so much. Herb, I said Herb, God, that's twice. I've only done it twice. Okay, I'll take that.
Herb comment incoming. Watch.
Oh, man.
I've only done it twice, so I'll take that. I've only done it twice. Right. Let the people know where they can find you at, what you and your brother got going on, man. And all the wonderful things y'all do, big dog.
You can find us everywhere, man, on the Herb and Rodg podcast. We're on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, TikTok. We're trying to get that ball moving a little more. We're not on MySpace anymore. We can't get on that one. But pretty much the Herb and Rodg podcast everywhere. Again, to JT's point, if you can follow us everywhere, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. And with that being said, I want to give a big shout out to JT and the crew for Roll Tide Nation. Channel got started about 5 weeks ago, maybe?
4th.
September 4th. September 4th, and they already have 25 million subscribers. It's large. It's so okay. No, but in all seriousness, JT has done an excellent job with this channel and the crew, and just getting the ball moving, posting daily, right time, everything. It's just a well-oiled machine. Kudos to you guys. And again, if you guys ever need me, I'm always here to support y'all. I'm like the Hawkeye of the group, man. I don't got all the superpowers, but I got my little bow and arrow. So I'm here to support y'all. Kudos to you guys.
That man Herb, you be in a bind, about to get jumped out of nowhere, just Herb. I said Herb. That's 3 times.
JT.
That's 3 times. That's 3 times now. I'm losing it. I've been doing good all game until the end.
Man.
Rodg swoops down at the end. Hits it with, is it a crossbow or a pull bow?
I think it's a Pool bow, I think. I
Okay,
don't
pull
know.
bow. It is a pull
Yeah.
bow. So we're gonna pull
Yeah.
bow, pow, hit them.
Yeah.
I think the crossbow is a whole different game. Domo, let the people know what you got going on, man. Where they can find you at, follow you, and about the Bama Blueprint, big dog.
Yeah. Well, before I even get into it, man, shout out to Herb and Rodg, man. Herb and
Appreciate
Rodg
you, bro.
podcast, some of the best Bama content you're gonna find on TikTok as well. Shout out to that boy Darnell. You know him also. He put in the work out with him. But yeah, man, you can find me Thursday night talking Tide Hoops with those guys over there, JT, Jeff, my guy Hunter. Friday night, the Bama Blueprint. Me, my guy Hunter, my guy Bentley. We get it going over there talking Tide football. We will have more stuff coming for you guys. And you can find me here Sunday night talking Bama, like I always say, with some of the best Alabama sports voices you're gonna find. And last but not least, you can find me on TikTok, DOMO_reacts. Okay,
Reacts.
it's DOMO_reacts. I'm getting tired of having to spell that for y'all every Sunday. Okay, y'all get it. Okay, so that's where you can find me at, man. Roll Tide, baby.
And hey, if you don't know, right here at the bottom, we got it scrolling for Twitter. You can follow all of our Twitters there. JT the Bama fan. Rodg _her. Only one _ Domo. And don't let you tag them in photos. Don't know why. I search them every time to try to tag you, Domo. And at one time it let me randomly. Never did after that. I don't know. Thank you, Herb and Raj. So these guys are awesome, man. They've helped us out a lot. Shout out to Big Mike as well. He was in here earlier. He has helped get the channel going and doing what it does too, guys. Thank y'all so much. We're heading out tonight. We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide, and y'all have a wonderful night.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby.
Saturday night. Roll Tide.